If there is one area where British culture excels, it is in the field of horror. From Frankenstein through to Liz Truss, the British have been terrifying the globe for centuries. Nowhere is this more evident than in the psychological and the disturbing horror cinema of the 1970s. Don't look now, because I'm James Morver, and this is my haunted picture house. Based on a short story by Daphne du Maurier, Don't Look Now is one of the defining examples of 70s British horror cinema. It submerges its audience into the dark underbelly of La Serenissima, into the cold waters of death, and it leaves the audience feeling cold and out of breath. Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie are John and Laura Baxter, a grieving couple who travel to Venice to save their marriage and recover from the death of their daughter, Christine, who has drowned. Because the first place you want to go when your daughter has drowned is apparently the wettest city on the planet. This is one of those inexplicable changes which film and film producers make in the process of adaptation. In the original story, by du Maurier, Christine dies of meningitis. But clearly this wasn't dramatic or thematic enough for director Nicholas Roeg, or for screenwriters Alan Scott and Chris Bryant. Yet, you kind of forget the irrationality of it all as the film slowly pulls you under with a chilling, artistic flair and a tension which builds up slowly and inexorably and prophetically through to the sudden and shocking ending. This is a horror film which feels real, and the horror comes not from blood and gore, but from psychology, from inside the human mind, from the idea that Christine is haunting the grieving couple, that she's actually with them. And in particular, it also comes from the slow breakdown of the rational and atheistic John Baxter, who finds himself undone by the phantoms which surround him. The most memorable scene in the film is where John sees a figure dressed in red, exactly dressed the same as Christine on the day she died. And he chases her through the streets of Venice, the dark streets of Venice. Contrary to the usual depiction of Venice as a city of love and romance, such as in David Lean's excellent and underrated Summertime starring Katharine Hepburn, or, say, the end of From Russia with Love, Venice is turned dark and frightening. It becomes empty, it's chilling, it's terrifying, it's disturbing. It's a city of death, not a city of love. And that the film was actually shot in Venice, that this is La Serenissima, makes it all the more frightening and disturbing to watch. The location shooting is what makes this film one of the perfect horror films of all time. The shock ending, far from being a happy one, and it won't be spoiled here, is one of those moments in cinema which highlights the contrast between American and British cinema. American films are about good versus evil. They have happy endings. The good guy triumphs. British films are psychological, they're cerebral, they're more disturbing, they're more thoughtful. They play with the mind. They leave you with questions. American films are all about style. British films are all about substance. And Don't Look Now is entirely about the substance, although it has style as well. An American film would provide answers, a resolution. Don't Look Now doesn't. Like the film which was released as its B-movie counterpart, The Wicker Man, the ending is disturbing and it stays with you long after the film has completed, long after the film has ended. It's a film which takes multiple viewings to understand, to get under the surface of. But even then, there's still a lot which is left unclear. There's still a lot of depth, a lot of things that don't really make sense. And that is the whole point of this movie. It's a movie that leaves you, that makes you think, that leaves you contemplating, that leaves you wandering alone through the dark streets of Venice. And that, for my mind, is why you should go and watch Don't Look Now. Now.